So I knew Harvard had a lot to do with the World Economic Forum and their Young Global Leaders program, but I didn't realize they provide almost a third of the curriculum of the Young Global Leaders program. As I want this to be a standalone brief preamble, anyone can apply to be a World Economic Forum active status member, but you have to be accepted. They prefer, if you want the standards, you can just Google it on their website, but they like politicians, media, influencers, captains of industry, big bucks, or family name like Justin Trudeau, who, as an aside, entered the Young Global Leaders program in 2005, so he would have graduated in 2008 and became an MP in 2009. We see that in Canadian politics constantly. Anyways, once accepted, I didn't realize it's fully funded. They pay no tuition. Their travel is extensive, and their accommodation is all paid for. This allows the participants to focus on the program's activities and networking opportunities without incurring significant costs. Blah, blah, blah. While they're learning about how to tell us how CA Arbon is so bad, they're leaving quite the footprint as they flit about the globe, attending global future councils. That's part of their curriculum in the Young Global Leaders program. The culmination is the annual meeting of new champions, referred to often as the Summer Davos, which consistently over the last few years has been held in China. It used to be here and there, Zurich, The Hague, whatever, but it seems consistently over the last few years to have settled in either Dalian or Tianjin, China. The interaction between the WEF and the CCP is extensive, but that's a different subject matter. Let's get back to Harvard here. The WEF has the World Economic Forum has partnered with Harvard to offer a leadership program for YGLs. The program is designed to enhance leadership, negotiations, and strategic decision-making skills for individuals tackling global challenges. It's an executive program. Participants engage with Harvard's distinctive faculty and global experts. The program aims to shape the next generation of global change makers. The global leadership and public policy for the 21st century. Let me try that again. Global Leadership and Public Policy for the 21st Century at Harvard Kennedy School. That's the title of the program. It is a leadership designed for young global leaders selected by the WEF, focusing on global governance, leadership, and policy innovation. The program brings together top politicians, policy makers, and thought leaders for an intensive learning experience. The Public Leadership Credential Program at Harvard Kennedy School typically takes around 11 months to complete, but you can take up to 3 years to finish the 6 courses and the final capstone assessment at your own pace. Each course is 6 weeks long with a workload of about 10 to 12 hours a week. The WEF's Young Global Leaders initiative plays a role in shaping global change makers. Attendance is in person. This isn't done through correspondence. I had no idea that the length of this course was almost 1/3 of the 3 years. Note it says around 11 months to complete, but you can take up to 3 years. Okay, fine. The final capstone assessment is basically their thesis, and they got to write a good one or they don't pass. And I had an interesting conversation with AI regarding this course, so I'll see if I can film that in the future. I was looking into if any of our Canadian institutions of higher learning offer a similar course, because in past videos I've shown that, well, UBC is an example. Most of their board of directors are young global leaders graduates, and well, there's at least one school in every province, school, university, that has an extensive penetration of WEF members into the governing bodies. What is it? The Toronto School Monk something or other. Well, because I was going to make a separate video about that, I didn't check my notes. One school in Toronto keeps coming up as being predominant with the WEF. So anyways, yeah, down there in the land of Uncle Sam, Trump wants to cut their funding. It isn't going to close this program. It's paid for by the WEF. So, oh, in summation, I just want to say, if you go to the WEF website, Young Global Leaders, you got to be 39 years or younger. That's not so. In Canada, our Attorney General, Mary Simon, she's like, what, 77 or something? She entered the program in 2020 and graduated in 2023. So while she's on our taxpayers' dime, she would have been at Harvard for 11 months. Another example of someone who's not a young global leader would be, what's her name, Chow, the mayor of Toronto, Elizabeth Chow? Whatever. I mean, she had her third facelift by the time she went to the Young Global Leaders program. It's more about power and influence than it is anything to do with age.